Hi everyone! So this is going to be my pregnancy vlog for week 10 of pregnancy. Now I am a little bit over week 10. I'm 11 weeks and 3 days? 11 weeks and 3 days I believe. But I'm going to go through what happened during my 10th week. So I found that, again, I didn't have a whole lot of symptoms. My nauseousness was gone unless I got really hungry. And I just found that I didn't feel pregnant. So what I did was I found a Doppler, an at-home Doppler on Craigslist. And I figured my midwife appointment isn't for a little while still, where I get to hear the heartbeats. And I wasn't sure there was anything in there, so I picked up the Doppler and I gave it a shot and surprise, found a heartbeat. I actually can't remember if I said this in my last week vlog or not. I don't think I did. I think it was after I filmed that I was able to find the heartbeat. It's about 180 beats per minute, so it's nice and high. My daughter was 179 beats per minute around this time, a little before this, so maybe it's going to be another girl. I don't know. But as I started kind of watching other pregnancy vlogs, I was like, yeah, that's been happening, or that's been happening, so I do have a little bit of a list of symptoms that I've got on my screen here. So I'm definitely starting to pop. I'll do a belly shot at the end, but definitely my belly is starting to get bigger. I did get to hear the heartbeat again. That was really exciting it took a little bit to find it. Not that I was going to stress myself out if I couldn't find it, but with so many of my pregnancy symptoms disappearing and just really not feeling pregnant anymore, I wanted a little bit of confirmation. And the midwifery clinic that I'm using normally has 3 midwives, and for the last few months they've only had 2, so they're really overworked because they're still taking on the caseload that 3 midwives would have. So I didn't feel like it was right for me to just go in and say, hey, can we check for a heartbeat just because I want to. I wanted to give them their space so that they could get their work done. I have been having very vivid dreams, not so much the last couple of days, but again I'll update that in my 11-week vlog. I was having really vivid dreams of things that I could have sworn were happening in real life. One of them I was cuddling my daughter in bed, and in my dream she went to roll over, and I was like, no, I want you to stay here, and I stuck my arm around her. Well, when I woke up the next day and I was talking to my husband at dinner time, he said, yeah, you kind of mumbled something about, I don't want you to roll away, and you grabbed my arm. I was like, that makes a lot of sense based on the dream that I had last night. So I'm doing things in my sleep, which I very often do anyways, but I do things in my sleep more so now. I have not been as tired as I had been. Definitely that is coming to an end a little bit, which is really nice. I have been having some heart palpitations, which from what I hear is fairly common. I used to get them a lot even before I was pregnant this time. So I'm not too concerned about it. My doctor knows about it. The midwives know about it. So it's just something we kind of keep an eye on. They haven't been happening for the last little while. It was just every once in a while I was getting really strong palpitations. Something I have noticed is I'm super breathless, so I can't walk and talk. They always say when you're exercising you should be able to carry on a conversation, and I am still working out. I do it's now once a week, a stroller fitness class with my daughter. And I can't walk and talk, let alone work out and talk, so I can't really use that as a base of how much I'm exercising or if I should be taking it a bit easier or not. Even now, just talking to the camera, I'm sitting here not doing much, but I'm finding that I'm already breathless. I did get my blood work done, so I got my prenatal blood work done with all of the STIs/STDs, whatever you want to call them, done. I know they're going to be negative, but I figure it's best to get tested for them because if by chance somehow they're positive, it's better that I get treated or it gets dealt with before I go into labor and everything like that. We also opt for the genetic testing for trisomy 13 and 18 and Down syndrome. So that's a series of 2 blood tests, one around 13, or one between 9 and 13 weeks and one between 15 and 20 weeks, I think. So I got that one done as well. Just the one single. I have to go back for the second round in a few more weeks. Printer's making funny noises. It's calibrating. And lastly, nursing update. I am still currently nursing my daughter. I can hand express a very small amount of milk, so there is still a little bit there. I don't feel letdowns anymore. I don't think she's getting that much. She's sucking a lot harder, so when she's doing that, it causes quite a bit of a nursing aversion. But other than that, we're still nursing. We're down to generally once or twice during the night. When she wakes up in the morning, at nap time, if I have a bath with her, which I do 2 to 3 times a week, I'll have bath with her. She'll nurse during bath time, and then she nurses at bedtime. Last night she slept right through the night, so she didn't nurse at all. And generally when she wakes up in the morning, she'll nurse for half an hour, 45 minutes. And by then I'm like, okay, you've got 2 more minutes to nurse because it's driving me nuts. And not always, but very often there is a little bit of a meltdown. She gets really upset when it's taken away. She'll go into biting me if she feels that's necessary, or trying to bite me. But she is fairly easily distractible, so I just kind of work on that of, okay, we're all done nursing, let's get up and have some breakfast, let's have some cereal or some oatmeal or some eggs or something. And generally now she's coming to a little bit of a realization that Mommy has some control over when she nurses, and she can't just nurse whenever she wants. So I'm going to continue with that for as long as I can. Like I said in previous videos, I'm really sure she's not going to stop on her own. I'm pretty sure she's just going to keep going because she's such a comfort nurser. But we'll see. When she wakes up in the middle of the night, I can nurse her for 10 or 15 minutes, and then, if that, and then I unlatch her, and she doesn't even need to be asleep. She'll roll away, and then I just stay with her until she falls back asleep, and then I leave her in her room again, which sometimes has been 2 hours, an hour, 2 hours. A few times, a few weeks ago, it was 3.5 hours that she was awake for. Those were really rough nights, and since then we've decreased her naps, so they don't seem to happen anymore. But I think that's all I've got. I really expected my boobs to get bigger when I got pregnant this time, but they're not. They're still deflated looking. They're still small. I'm still hoping for no stretch marks, just as I had with my daughter. But other than that, I think everything's just chugging along. I'm looking forward to very soon being out of the first trimester and into the second, and actually starting to grow and look pregnant versus just kind of chubby, which is what I'm sitting at right now. It's just to the point where I can't quite suck it in. So I will show you guys my belly, and then that'll be it. Okay, because I know you can't really see, I have a block to step on. Let's hope I don't fall. So there is the belly with the shirt on. It's a really small block. It's a tub of cat litter. And then with the shirt up. I'm not in maternity pants today, I'm in my regular jeans. So there we go, a little bit of a belly. I also have really bad posture. So, straight on. Baby's sitting really low. I hear the heartbeat way down there, and it takes a long time to find it. But there we go. So I think that's all that I've got for you guys. I will be back next week for the 11-week update. Talk to you guys later.